Okay, well, I'm getting ready to hit the button now. I'm just telling you. Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Hold on. Hello? It's a mod sister party. You can hear me now. What's up? What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. Latalia. Girl, you know, Lord have mercy. Here we go. Struggle streaming. What's up, Eric? Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on. Hey, y'all. Can y'all hear me? I'm going to sit down in my red chair, honey, so we can discuss. All right. Can y'all hear me or not? Is the sound good? Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. Can y'all hear me? I can hear you now. Okay, listen. Latanya, girl, you can hear? Okay. I went and listened to the daddy, Dr. Umar Johnson's You Need Details on That Lip. Girl, I didn't do nothing but, yes, I did. I put on a little lip liner and then it's a mate lipstick with some Vaseline. The sound is great. Okay, good. Girl, I went and looked at Dr. Umar's daddy. I got the clips and everything. I done sent everything to my Facebook. So we really, you know what I'm saying, could slow it down and everything. Okay, so my impression on Dr. Umar's father. First of all, in my opinion, Latanya, you let me know what you think about it. But I feel like that he is a smart, intelligent, conscious black man. So he's been advocating for black people pretty much all his life. He's intelligent in everything. Now, as far as what he said about Umar, he told Umar, he said, listen, I'm not trying to attack you personally. He said, but some of the stuff that you say I don't agree with, it's not right. He went on as far as say it's not true. And he knows his son is crazy as hell. But you know what? He did not throw him under the bus, though. He really didn't. And I was conflicted because I'm thinking, damn, if this man is trying to control his image, he's doing a really damn good job at it. You know what I'm saying? Because he crossed all his T's and he dotted all his I's. You know what I mean? Because he really was letting people know that he ain't for the shits. You know what I'm saying? He's laid back, but Umar was super mad. Now, this is what I want to say. Umar didn't get like that on his own. Now we finding out that Umar has, and this is my opinion, a lot of other people believe so too. So it's alleged, but it looks like that he does have mental health issues, number one, and it also looks like he got substance abuse problems. Now, Umar did not get like that on his own. Now, I don't know if the daddy raised him along with the mama. I don't know, but y'all already know how it goes because over here on my channel, we always go back to the beginning. And the beginning is your parents. The parents is the beginning. And I was listening to the daddy talk. Somebody out here cut some damn grass, girl. It is loud as hell. Oh my God. Can y'all go away? What is that? Yeah, so he definitely has some past issues. But I was listening to It's Gotta Be an NC Thing. I was the only one that used lip liner and Vaseline. Y'all can't hear it. What's up, K-Star in the building? Happy Friday. I'm sitting on the porch here in my red chair. Girl, that thing is loud as hell because it's distracting me. Okay, let me. Oh, so my point was, this is my point. Um, the daddy basically is saying that he's been there for him and he's been a good father. And that is throwing me. I don't really like that. What the fuck? Hold on, y'all. Ew. That sound like about 50 lawnmowers. Not one. Damn. That is loud, y'all. But it's where my house is. First of all, ain't nothing behind me but some damn woods. And then it's in a cul-de-sac, so it's kind of like it captures y'all. My house need to be power washed real bad, but it captures the sound down in here. What's up, Mark Quinn in the building? You can't hear it. Umar is most definitely mentally unmanaged. Did you understand about he slept with the cousin, auntie, sister story? He had me confused. I did understand that, but my thing is, why is that any of your fucking business? As Umar, you're focusing on the wrong thing. Girl, he is such a... Girl, I'm telling you, it is hard for me to watch him. It's hard for me to watch him. It's hard for me to listen to him. As I look at him and he repeats shit so bad and he's preachy and he's fucking annoying. I'm just like, oh my God, sir. He was big mad. And mad at what? He was only trying to get the attention off of him. My thing is, how you gonna be opening? What's up, Junior Graham? How you gonna be opening up? How you gonna be opening up a school for boys and you got two damn daughters that you don't give no shits about at all? Like, it's just giving narcissism real bad. I was thinking last night, is it autism? Because I just watched a video of one of his daughters. She's 23. That baby is mentally ill real bad. She probably got 2 or 3 diagnoses overlapping. It's bad. His daughter, the one I just saw. So it looks like mental. Now the daddy don't look like he mentally ill. He really don't. But he could be, because narcissism is a mental illness. MPD is anyway. But Dr. Umar, he's done. I listened to Roland Martin this morning, did a video about Umar, and he was debunking everything he said. Everybody is saying substance abuse and mental illness. Spectrum. Oh, he's on the spectrum. You know him, Mark. What's up, Just Owl? He's on, so you think he's on the spectrum. Damn. They said one unalived herself. Not sure though. He even said he heard she did too. Yeah, he's crazy. Look, when they show, I also saw a clip where they showed a camera slip, and y'all, I'm telling you, he's a hoarder. He real nasty. All of his pointing to mental illness. You can't have a whole bunch of nasty filthiness around you like that on the outside. Really just, it's a reflection of what's going on the inside of you. You know what I'm saying? So, poor thing, he just is crazy. One of the daughters unalive herself. Okay. Yeah, he crazy. You know, poor thing. But he's smart. Again, it's a teachable moment for people because they believe, it get on my nerves. When they go to college and get them a degree or two, because I think he has 5 or 6 degrees. I don't care if you got 10. Your brain is sick. You're not well. So, one of the content creators said that he on drugs real bad. Now I heard this when he said that he live in the hood and that he's not gonna leave the hood. That right there was a red flag for me. That's a red flag for me, because you shouldn't want to live in the hood. It's one thing supporting the hood and knowing what the hood is about. It's another thing advocating for the hood and going to the hood and doing work, but you want to live on the block. That's a real big red flag, and it says mental illness to me. Um, he's an educated fool. I don't think he's a fool. I think he's mentally ill. Some of the most intelligent folks in the world suffer from mental illnesses and drug abuse. And it looks like, oh, Jesus, it looks like it's both. I thought no one was ever going to bring this dude up. He's terrible. What's up, Tanya? Um, yeah, I feel sorry for him, y'all. So I done ended. Like, I've watched everything. I've heard people talk. I feel bad for his daughter, the one that's alive, and I also have empathy for him because it's sad. He's caught up in a matrix, which is his mind, and he can't get the fuck out. He keeps saying that everybody is jealous of him, and nobody wants to see the black man win. And when he say brothers and sisters, family and brothers and sisters, that right there make me want to vomit. Like, stop saying that, because that's manipulation. And one person said that he goes to the social media for everything, so it's just pitiful. Something happened to Umar. What was it? I wanted his daddy. What's up, Nikki? I wanted his daddy to speak on it, and by the daddy not saying one fucking word, it just gives me red flags. And it makes me, Latanya, it makes me a little suspicious of the father, because the picture that he paints is that he's been a fantastic father and he don't know what's wrong with his son, and that right there is a red flag to me. I don't like that. He gives me huge Tommy, I don't know, Sotomayor vibes. He's another nutcase. Who does? Uh, Umar does. Yeah. So I don't like the daddy saying that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. I don't like it. And because where did you get the mental illness from? I don't believe it's his mother. Or it could have been neglect, or something happened to him. But if something happened to him, why don't the father know about it? Why didn't he know about it? You know what I'm saying? And so, because Umar said, I don't mess with you. I don't mess with you. I don't mess with you. I don't want you to fuck around me. Where is that coming from? That is not just coming from anywhere. So then the daddy says, Umar got like that when he started dealing with the conscious community. I don't believe that. Maybe they gave him enough courage to speak out. There's a story there. Something happened to the son, which is Umar, and I want to know what it is. I want to know what it is, because he didn't get like that of his own accord. It did. I don't care. I know people are so used to saying, I don't know what happened to my child, because I did not raise my child like that. But something happened to his son, and I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? So they say, okay, the substance abuse. But the substance abuse is there to medicate. It's like a self-medicating, the mental illness. People with mental illnesses always end up with substance abuse because they're trying to find something to fix it. Fantastic in his head. They both suffer from mental illness. The dad is clearly mentally challenged as well. Why you say clearly? It's not clear to me. I don't want to assume, but I smell sexual abuse. I do too. What about the second? What about the school? Just owl. What about the school? That school can't get complete. It can't be finished. And the school is in the hood, right? I saw one video where it looked like that the drug dealer was making contact with Umar. Because he was like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? And they were early in the morning. Anyway, girl, that man is in the hood because he do everything that the hood do. He is he is brainwashing everybody. It's just all a manipulation. Clear to me, all that deflection. Oh, really? Oh, wow. He said his dad slept with the auntie, cousin, sister, and went to see his baby and didn't ask him, could he? Why would his daddy ask him, could he? Why would the daddy ask him for permission to go see his child? If the daddy feels like that Umar is crazy. If the daddy knows, what's up, Jordan, that Umar doesn't pay child support, that he has nothing, like he's not a part of the child's life, then the father would step up. I do that over here on my side. I ain't gonna tell you which child, but there's an estranged grandchild that I have something to do with, that my child, and I'm not going to tell you which one, don't have nothing to do with. I do that. And I'm not doing it to disrespect my son. I'm doing it because legacy, because of family, because of blood. So that's not strange. And when I was listening to Umar said that, your daddy doing that because your fucking ass ain't taking care of it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Hold on, let me go read something on my damn lip. Um, the school cannot be complete, sure, because this man does not have a pot to piss in or when to throw it out of. Yeah, they say he been homeless ever since 2022. He been homeless, and I'm just saying, why the fuck are you staying in that building, girl? He acts like he just he's a bum. He's a bum. And so what they are saying is that the internet money, the money from Cheryl, that part, okay. Latanya said he went to the store to get a juice and water, and Arab asked no gin. He wasn't expecting that. LOL. See, that's what I'm saying. And when he talk about the chakras, I heard him. This is verbiage that I've heard him say from listening to the damn videos. The chakras and the raising of the vibration. Sir, you are low vibrational because you can't keep your dick in your pants. You lure these women and you tricking off. That is when it comes to a grown man, that is the biggest sign of the lowest vibration ever. You fucking all over the place. That is low vibrational. He's crazy. He needs a therapist or a coach. He needs to set his ass on the couch. He needs to shut the social media down, and he needs to shut his damn mouth. And he's not homeless, sure. He lives with his mammy. They live in that place. They live in that place, Latanya. I think he got the mama in there too. That's what the girl said. She said some girl that was keeping the mama. I believe that's what she said. That they live in the school. Or wherever they live at. They said they are hoarders. But anyway, now this man done took up, they did the numbers this morning on a podcast that I listened to. Looks like over on social media, he's raised almost $2 million. And out of $2 million, what's up, LaShawn? He ain't got shit. I can't stand a thirsty ass man. Girl, he thirsty. And Cheryl, may I point out that people say this man has degrees. Has anyone seen them? Because anyone can learn from reading lots of books and watch a lot of documentaries and podcasts. No, I think he has the degrees because on Roland Martin's show, y'all know Roland Martin has a real legitimate, show, and he's an awesome journalist, okay? And he has lots of degrees. So he told Roland Martin, he named all the degrees, all the schools, certifications, and the years that he got it. He worked for a school. He worked as a school, I think a school psychologist for about 15 years. So he's intelligent for sure and educated. No, the girlfriend went to the house. I didn't hear that. I know the house is nasty. Okay. So yeah, he has the degrees. You know what I'm saying? He has the degrees. Shit, I know a lot of people with degrees and they just as crazy. They can have lots of degrees, don't even have no damn job. So, it is what it is. Do you have somebody that don't have no degrees and they're an entrepreneur and make plenty damn money? So it's not in Dr. Umar's case, y'all, really, this is a case of just pure mental illness. That's what's going on with this man. And he's finessed social media. And he got this following of these, and this is part of the father's issue. That black people, this is what the daddy said, and I don't know if y'all agree, but he said black people, he said Umar, let me breathe, Jesus, Lord. He said Umar knows this, that black people will believe anything that you tell them without looking for receipts. Somebody, who in the hell is keep commenting in my comment section? But anyway, so he says that Umar out here being an educated man like he is, speaking the stuff that he speaks, knowing that there are a lot of uneducated and simple-minded black people are going to automatically, especially a lot of black men who need a male figure in their life, they're going to automatically, ooh, hell. Oh my God. Oh, excuse me, y'all. That was a wasp. I got to move because I just got damn stung by a bee. Hold on, Jesus, Lord. I hope he don't come behind me and smell my damn perfume. Uh, but anyway, so the daddy is mad because of that, because he told me he need to be quiet and stop hurting people, because the daddy basically said he's spreading false information. He's lying about a lot of the stuff that he talking about. So it's all this pan-African stuff, which I don't know what that means. And it's all this brothers and sisters and all of this stuff, and the black man. I feel like the reason why so many black men are into him, because he's basically, yeah, because of the trauma. It's because of the trauma. Umar is everything that we talk about on this damn channel. He's everything. He's a whore. He's mentally ill. He suffers from substance abuse. He will not be accountable for shit. It's always somebody done something to him. Like, and the way that he disrespect his daddy, but it might be for a reason. It is what it is, but he annoys me. If it wasn't for me going over trying to find out what the fuck is going on, there is no way on this God's green earth that I would entertain that man for 5 minutes at all. He is horrible. For real. And that's what I think. But I am going to keep watching, because I'm curious about the dad. I want to know more about the father. And I would really, really love to know Umar's story. Like, what the fuck happened to him? You know what I'm saying? What happened? Because that brain messed up. The brain is messed up. He done. You know? And God knows, like, if you on drugs, like, sir, why is you on drugs? And is it, is he just smoking marijuana? Or they feel like he do the, what they could say, the booger sugar. They feel like he's snorting something in his nose, And if he is doing the white powder, y'all know you could spend a lot of money in that. You know what I'm saying? He done spent that money on food, hoes, drugs, and traveling. He done spent it on that, and he's unrepentant about it. And I think what's going to happen is, he talking about these damn bank accounts, he might end up going to jail. Because right now, we're in the climate right now is Washington and the authorities ain't got no time for no damn black man. They ain't got no they don't have no patience. They about to lock your ass up and you going to jail, okay? So now, I don't know what's going on about these accounts being frozen. A lot of other people don't either. They don't understand it. I mean, business people, they don't understand it. You know what I mean? It don't make no sense. But anyway, yeah, but this is a teachable moment about the internet. And that's why I say, my channel, people ought to respect my goddamn channel. You know what I'm saying? My name is my legal name. Y'all, a lot of people don't even know my fucking address. You see my cheerings, you know where I work. This is a real goddamn channel. There's nothing fake about my fucking channel at all. You know what I'm saying? It's real. So, but these folks meet these people on social media and you be thinking, oh, these people are genuine. These people, no, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. And Dr. Umar is a fucking fraud. That's what he doing. He done took up, child, Lord have mercy. I've not made a fraction of what the money that this man, honey, probably if I put all my damn money together that I made on YouTube, let me think. Y'all, it ain't nothing. It's really pennies, to be honest. My lifestyle is supported by the work of my brow, by my body and my mind, getting my ass up, going to work, doing what I do. That's my lifestyle is supported. I do not live off of YouTube money in no kind of way at all. You know what I'm saying? This man is a professional beggar. He hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. I'm listening to him. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. Give to the school. Give to the school. Nigga, you are a fucking con artist. You are a con artist. And it's so sad, but there's something about him that kind of reminds me a lot of the church people and how they roll. Y'all know they can get up in them churches and he churchy. He very preachy. He repeat what he say. He trying to get you fucking brainwashed, get that shit in your mind. Then he talk about his flight or I fucking hate. I ought to call special and cuss them out, y'all, because my live streaming is terrible, and it's because of my internet. I found that black women are into him because he is against black men with white women. This is how he won them over. Well, they say he been caught with a white woman. He's giving Kevin Samuels every fucking thing. How the fuck you gonna open up a school for children and you got 2 children that you won't even take care of? You got on the internet, he called somebody Mama Smurf and Papa Smurf. Like, you got 2 children. One of the ladies said she was just, I think she said she was just looking for $200 a month in child support that he wouldn't pay. It's not like that. What's up, Mr. Green? It's not like he couldn't pay. He just didn't see why he needed to. This man is a narcissist and he's crazy as fuck. It's all about him. It's all about pussy and money and drugs. That's what it's all about. He's a deadbeat talking about opening up a fucking school. What you need a school for? I love black women. Tanya said that part, right, Cheryl? What you need a school for? You don't even know how to take care of the 2 fucking kids that you got. You gonna educate black men? What are you gonna educate them on? You gonna teach them how to go to school and how to get a degree and learn? Then what they gonna do with it? They gonna do like you, not work and come to the fucking internet and beg the people, manipulate the people out their fucking money. Is that what you're gonna teach? You're gonna teach them to sleep with a bunch of women and not pay your fucking child support and get on the internet and cuss your daughters out and disrespect your daddy. That's what you're gonna teach? You're gonna teach the people to stand in front of a crowd and talk about how big and beautiful you are and how talented, educated you are, and everybody jealous of you. Ain't nobody jealous of his big crazy ass. And not only that, his mental illness, in my opinion, what's up, Remington Page? His mental illness is affecting his image. What's up, Roy Perez? He don't look good as he used to. Now, he used to be a nice looking man. I'm going to give it to him. Big and dark, thick. You know, he has a wonderful voice. He's very articulate, very charismatic, all of that. But he don't look like that no more. He damn near look like somebody that's on a binge, a mental health binge. Cheryl, did you see the segment he made about he is interviewing for 3 wives and these dumb women actually putting out? Listen, these women have father issues. They do. These women have father issues because it's one thing a man cheating on you and you don't know it. But it's another motherfucking thing that you completely agree to be in a relationship, you and another woman with this one man. Like, I don't know. Well, to each his own, but I'm just going to say, I just think it's weird. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that. But my thing is, oh, I can't. But y'all know it's part of the culture. So I don't know enough about the conscious community, but this is what I keep seeing with them. They call it, poly? They call it poly. I don't know what that is about. And they have some type of biblical reference to why it's okay to do it. Now, you grown, you do what the fuck you want. That's your business. But what I'm saying, a lot of these women are, in my opinion, on the spectrum, right? And daddy issues. And it's all just giving fucking trauma. That's what it is. So I don't know if anybody from the conscious community today, and you say, Cheryl Grabowski, bitch, I can't stand. I don't know what y'all think, but I'm just saying this is an observation. It might not even be like this, but this is what I see. I see when I hear the conscious community, I automatically think of trauma. I automatically think of sexual abuse, automatically. I automatically think of mommy and daddy issues. I automatically think of low values, no morals, no ethics. I'm sorry. I would love for somebody to change that for me. You know what I'm saying? I really would. Mark said, damn, sure, I agree with you. What's up, Tyrone B? I would love somebody to change that for me, but I'm saying as far as I could see, no, 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 no. Mike, what I'm saying is, shit, I don't know. I could be on the spectrum. But what I'm saying is, it is what it is. But what I'm saying is, when people are on the spectrum, they're more impressionable. It is more easier to manipulate them, and especially because of the trauma. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Unless they were raised well or something and they were taught good by good people. That's all I'm saying. But you have these narcissists. What's up, John? You have these narcissists that come in like sharks. That's what they do. And they come in and do the most terrible things to people. And that's what Umar is. He's a big ass chocolate ass shark. That's all he is. Mm-hmm. And because he's so smart and so smart and charismatic and loud and bold and aggressive, you know what I'm saying? It makes people want to follow him. That's all. Roy, why you laughing? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm having a wonderful day. We're just talking. That's all I'm saying. I'm not putting people down that are on the spectrum. I'm not. I know some beautiful, wonderful, good ass people that's on the spectrum. I know a couple of principals that's on the spectrum. Listen, for people to understand this, when you're on the spectrum, that don't mean that you slow. It just means that your brain works a certain way. That's all. But emotionally, it means a lot. If you're on the spectrum emotionally, you're at a disadvantage. That's all I got to say. What's up, Jerry Wilson? If you're on the spectrum emotionally, you're at a disadvantage. That's all I got to say. And I'm acting like Umar. If you're on the spectrum emotionally, then that means that you're at a disadvantage. I don't know why that man want to say everything 3 times, but girl, that thing gets on my nerves bad. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. I'm not picking on people on the spectrum. I'm not. Because I don't think that's right to do. I don't. But anyway, fuck him. Umar. Ain't nobody thinking about him. I feel like what needs to happen is they need to investigate him. I'm sorry, y'all. I just really do. And y'all might say, but Cheryl, you said don't take no black man down right now. But what I'm saying is not to take him down to get rid of him and he never get back up, but to really, that he lose everything to gain a real life and to possibly, get healed. That man's full of trauma, full of craziness. What's up, Blend and Alpha Romeo? Could you guys subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, okay? That's all I'm saying. He need help. And I'm not the only one saying this. I've found some other people that said it too. Like, really, we're not throwing stones at him, wishing, oh, he need to go to jail. No, that's not what we're saying. We're saying he need to go somewhere and heal because he is unhealthy. And I'm also saying, too, for black men that and even some white men, this behavior is not fucking normal. It's not normal. And some people would say, well, sure, he just telling lies. No, that man believed that stuff that's coming out his mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's mental illness. So then I hear somebody say in the comment section, y'all always want to, you always want to let people off the hook by saying it's mental illness. When people make a comment like that, they don't know what mental illness is. And it's 2025, and you need to know not to make that fucking comment. Because nobody's not letting a person off the hook when we say that they are mentally ill. Nobody's letting them off the hook. What we are saying is that people like him that do certain things that he's doing, when he says one thing and does another, the very thing that he talk about he do, there's something wrong with his fucking brain. That's what we're saying. And I'm saying it's a reason why. That's all. Should homosexuals have access to heaven? There is no heaven. There is no heaven, honey. There are just multiple dimensions, okay? That's all, honey. You're not gonna pass away in this lifetime and just go to another planet that's called heaven, and then you and God play footsie all day and all night for the rest of eternity. How boring. No. No, stop doing that. That's a child story. That's what we tell 2 and 3-year-olds, not grown people. Are you grown? Don't do that. If you're a flourishing grown adult, don't you dare talk to me about a heaven. A heaven? No. No. That's what you tell children, not grown folks. No. No. We're not doing that. Don't worry about dying. You need to learn about living your learning your lessons on this side, in this body, in this life term. That's what you need to worry about. Don't need to worry about heaven. Heaven, don't worry about it. Because heaven can take care of itself. Okay? Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Those are children's stories, okay? And you say, Cheryl Grabowski, you're not going to take my heaven from me. Well, I mean, if there is a heaven, how could I take it from you? I'm just saying, I'm offering you a different perspective. Please don't think that. It's not good. And we're adulting over here. Have you ever heard of that word? We're adulting over here. That means that these childlike stories that you've heard all your life, we need you to evolve, okay? Where you would think about a heaven on one planet with one God that you worship at his feet all day and all night. You just think about God saying, oh, since I am God, I'll make multi-universes and all kinds of dimensions. And matter of fact, Cheryl Grabowski, when you come back the next time, we're going to make sure that you are... you could just be something else. You don't have to always come back as you. You can come back as whatever, because actually, at the end of the day, it's just an earth suit. That's all it is. Okay? I've been watching a channel where they cook all kinds of animals and stuff, and I'd be like, oh my God, like people in other parts of the world, they eat stuff that we wouldn't dare eat, but it's all flesh. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just an earth suit. That's all it is. You understand? The life force that's inside of you can be put in any type of earth suit. Do you understand? Because when that life force that's in you, when it leaves the body, this right here dies. It's nothing. It's only water and dirt. That's all it is. Okay? But this is not the important part. It's the other part that's in us that's important. Okay? All right. So I'm glad you said that, so I can let you know that. Okay? When I had my open heart surgery, I was at another dimension, and I was saying to myself, I don't belong here. What was wrong with the dimension, Roy? What was wrong with it? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I got to share with y'all what Chat GPT said to me about my dream with the giants, because I was in another dimension too. And it was very interesting. In other dimensions, anything that you could imagine would probably be real in that way. You know, scary. Why was it scary? Tell me. What was scary about it? No. Your ideas of God and mine are not the same. I guarantee you. The God that you worship is not the God that No. I have evolved with my ideas about who God is. And I don't let any writings or literature determine what God is to me. We don't do that over here. So what was it, Roy? Do y'all believe that it will take half a day to explain? Well, it just sounds like it was your fear manifest, right? That's what it sounds like. Because fear is an emotion. And outside of the body, emotions don't exist. Emotions are with the body. Feelings are with the body. And I'm going to tell you how I know it's true, because when, say for instance, if you've ever been under anesthesia, you're not fearing that surgery that you're having. You're not fearing that. All of that, the anxiety, the fear and everything, all of that is non-existent at the time of that surgery, okay? So all of those emotions, because y'all know this is the emotion channel, is part of the body. Is all with the body. Now, the way that I see it, when your spirit leaves your body, those emotions go with it. Okay? Those emotions, no. Those emotions don't go with it. It stays with the body, right? So outside of the body, there's only love. Like what? Fear what? There's nothing to fear. I mean, you just, you know what I'm saying? Just like God. There's nothing to fear. So if you would want to visit other dimensions, you would just visit. You would just be curious and you would visit. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand. We just so... And when Angel had a near-death experience, he was tell me his place was the same. No, that's just, again, that's fear, Roy. That's fear manifesting ideas. If you don't fear death, then when you approach death, you don't approach it that way. You wouldn't approach it from fear. You see what I'm saying? You just wouldn't. It's the fear part. You just wouldn't approach it from fear. I don't know why we're glitching. It's horrible. Oh my God. Listen. I mean, when the call come in. Listen. So it's unmuted. It's unmuted. It's unmuted. So we were talking about heaven and the idea that when you pass away, you go to this one heaven with the one God. And then that planet or that heaven is big enough for every person who had ever lived who made it into the heaven. But then some people believe that there will only be 144,000 that could even possibly ever go through all through all the years that this planet has been in, through the time that humans have been here. Hold on, which is crazy. Cheryl, I do know for facts that our Lord is very real. I know there's something not too many understand. He has spoken to me. I pray for you to the Almighty God. Thank you. Beware of false prophets. So all three comments from the Guardian, Alpha, and Guardian Angel, all three comments, and trust me, I understand where you guys are coming from. I do. I was an ordained pastor back in 2024, so I understand. I spent 17 years learning Christian doctrine, 17 years of being saved, sanctified, spirit filled with the evidence of speaking in tongues. I went to church Wednesday night, Friday night, Sunday night. I raised my children in church. We did not watch regular television. I wore no makeup and pants. We fasted and prayed often. We didn't go to the movies. We didn't listen to anything that had cursing in it. We listened to no R&B music. We prayed on our faces day and night. I had a very, very consecrated lifestyle. No secular friends, no going to places with parties, no drinking, no smoking, no gossiping, no joking and jesting. None of those things. Jesus was my everything. Jesus was my everything. So first of all, you gotta know who you're talking to. That's the first thing. Now, let me get down in here. I love the lipstick. Oh, you're welcome. So Cheryl Grabowski is not an unlearned woman when it comes to the Bible, Jesus, spirituality, and all of the things that come with it. After doing that for a very, very, very long time, my ideas about God has changed or evolved through study, through observation, through living. All of it. It has changed. Now, listen to me. Most of you guys are indoctrinated Christians, okay? I call you guys babies because if you are a Muslim or you're a Christian, you read your Bibles and you go to church, you're unevolved. Basically, you can say what I am. I'm an expanded consciousness, okay, which is way different than church. Okay, it's considering everything that I was taught. And then it's me and my God that go our way about to learn about hold on, hold on. Roy, listen, I'm gonna have to end the live because the dog is barking. The demon is you. The demon isn't an outside force, Roy. It's you. That's your lower self, the demon. The God that you guys pray to, there's no God outside of you. There's no Jesus. It's you. It's you. Your consciousness, you're all of it. You're the light, you're the dark. Really, if you go back to your Bible, you'll see it all. It's all in there. It's you. There's no demon that's possessing you. All of that is you. That's your shadow. That's you. That's your bad stuff. And you can't get rid of it. You can't get rid of it. It's you. It's not a he. God is not a he. God has never been a he. That's not true. That's what the colonizers have made you believe. God has always been a woman. Yeah.
I got a new charger.
What's going on?
You're gonna come out.
Oh my God. Anyway, where were we? What y'all say in this comments? Oh, it's the Christians. It's the Christians. I believe in my Lord Jesus Christ, my Savior. Okay, Roy, that's your business. And there's nothing wrong with you believe what you want because you're where you are. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If your consciousness has not expanded beyond where you are, then I guess that's okay. You don't have to expand. You don't have to evolve. You don't. You can keep those same views and live within that dimension, so to speak. But I'm just telling you guys where I am versus where I used to be. And thank you all for the likes. I appreciate that. So you don't, I don't feel no type of way, you know what I mean? Or feel negative. I still love you, Roy. I hope you still love me. But when I gotta admit that when I was an indoctrinated Christian, if someone was talking, saying the things that I say now, the church had taught me, and the Bible itself would had taught me to separate myself from that person. And so I do a lot of talking on my channel. We go all the way back to the beginning. We go all the way back to the beginning, and we're using our critical thinking, especially when it comes to the Bible and the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? I done told y'all that. The Bible, we talked about the book, and we talked about how it was put together. Good morning, Benny White. How you doing? We talked about how it was put together, who put it together, and the things that they done. We talked because we always got to go back to the source. You got to always go back to the source. But this is the thing, Roy, that I remember about being an indoctrinated Christian. They were just always believing, you know? And nobody lives like that but children. Our children love us and they believe in us when they're children. And they believe what we tell them until they become adults and they know better. So what I've found out now in my life, that adulting, as an adult, grown as woman who's a grandmother now, I've got to go back and see what they were talking about and where's the source. Where's this coming from and why am I doing this? Especially when I realized that my Christian life didn't serve me. It was awful. It was awful, Roy. It was terrible. It took so much from me, Roy. It took the very life out of my soul. It was horrible. I'm so much of a better person since I'm not a Christian. I got sick. Y'all still here or did y'all leave? Y'all still here or did y'all leave? So I remember where we were so I can get back into it. After leaving Jordan to Islam, it was the voice of Jesus that gave me hope in humanity. Okay, all right. So I hear you. So let me get back into it. Okay, Tanya, you say you're here. So it was terrible. It was the worst thing in the world. Now I don't regret because I wasn't raised in church, right? So I don't regret. Ashlyn, hold on one second, y'all. It's right there in the living room. Bring me my charger because I went in there to get it, but now I need it back here again. Okay. So I don't regret going through what I went through and experiencing what I experienced. I don't regret it, right? It's really made me who I am. Okay. And what I'm going through now, somebody has titled it, there's a term for it. So a person who went to church, fell in love with Jesus, followed the doctrine, really good church member, gave time, tithe, talent, created a lifestyle, raised my children that way, submitted myself to the rules and the doctrines, loved God from my heart, and brought other people to the church. Let's not get that. Let's not forget about that. Let's not forget about that. I wasn't one of them Christians that just, oh, I'm saved and I just got Jesus, just me and Jesus. We gonna be besties. No, I went and gathered other people up and took them, and they are still there to this day. So I was one of them ones. So I don't regret the experience, but because anything that I'm into, like I'm into it, whether or not it's a marriage or a relationship or a church or Jesus and the doctrine, I'm into it. Like I don't give it, you did the same thing. Yeah, Ty, I don't give it 50%. I gave it my everything. So when you give something your everything, then you know it. And you know, even though some people say they know, but they really don't know the way that I knew. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not the same. Okay. So I was one of them ones. So by me loving the scriptures the way that I did, by me doing what good Christians do, you take your word of God, you read and study your word of God. You let that mind that be in Christ also be in you. Okay? You put it on the plate and you eat it up. And you eat it up. You practice what you read. You implement all of it. That's what you do. And that's what I did every day. And I did it on a level or to the point where as I got into the pages of the book, and not just the pages of the book, as I lived the life with the people that I was around and the Christians that I knew, both in my local churches and other churches, I began to see some things. Now, by nature, I'm an investigative spirit. Now, I couldn't have said that back then, but I can say it now because I'm much older and I got more verbiage with me. So I didn't know myself in the way that I've become to know myself now. I know and investigate things on the level of an investigator. I'm spiritually equipped with the ability to read emotions, feelings, and vibes. I know what's going on the undercurrent of the people that I'm around in my life. All of that was already working in me then, even though I couldn't have verbalized that then. Come on with it, Cheryl. Facts. Okay, so observing, feeling, knowing, seeing, touching, doing, all of that was happening all at the same time. Okay, so as I do all of that, I'm living this life. I'm not practicing the life. I'm living the life. There's a difference. I'm not visiting there. I live there. I've made my abode there. That's what I do. That's what I breathe. That's what I eat. That's what I shit. That's what I do. So I began, as life began to go on, and life show you some things, and you begin to be challenged. Y'all know how life is, honey. Okay. All that right there going on. I said, oh my stars. While I'm trying, and God knows I'm doing a good job. Now, I may not have been the very best Christian on the planet, baby, but I was up there. You know what I'm saying? Not just because, not just because I said it. That's just what I was known to be. Not just out in the streets, but in my home, amongst the people that I knew. In my family, people that was around me. People were jealous too. But a lot of people admonished me so much because they were like, "Oh my God, she's also that dog." All right, y'all still here? All right, and so all of that was going on. So anyway, um, I just began to see a lot. The God of the Christian Bible. It's a shame. It's a shame. It is. The God of the Christian Bible is a lunatic. The God of the Christian Bible is the meanest. Hold on, y'all. I got to block my phone. Hold on 1 second. Don't go nowhere. I'm coming right back. Okay, we're back. And for that person, that person that kept on texting the phone, you can't text it no more, baby, because you blocked. You're blocked. You cannot send not one more text into this phone because everything is blocked. All of it's blocked. Okay. All right. All right. So the God of the Old Testament is a lunatic. Now, this is what and so I need you guys, while you guys hear me say this, I need you to hold space. No, I did that, Roy. I did that. I did that because I had to go out and block my phone, keep text messages and phone calls from coming in. All right. So the God of the Old Testament is a rigid, mean narcissist. Period. He might even be a sociopath. Why is it mute? Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Hold on. Can y'all hear me now? Why they keep on saying they can't hear me? So Tanya said we okay, thank you. Let me block Trevor. If you put you can't hear me again and I can be heard, you're gonna get blocked. Okay. All right. So the God of the Old Testament is abusive. Period. Period. The God of the Old Testament is abusive. If you believe that God deals with man that way, you have to go back and understand and realize who your parents were. Do you understand me? If you believe that the God of the Old Testament, if that God of you could definitely hear me. Okay. So if you believe that the Old Testament is accurate about God, then you have had abusive parents and not even known it. Okay, because it makes no sense. Ashley, put my purse up. Don't let him get my purse. So that's the first thing. Because people are so abusive and they pin God to be abusive like that, then they think that that's how they're supposed to deal with one another. And that is not it. If you if you feel like your God should treat people the way that he does in the Old Testament, then there is no help for humanity. And if we as human beings have to obey a God and do what that God says or else. Did y'all hear what I just said? We as human beings have to obey that God or else. Who does that sound like to you guys? What does that sound like? And for people who, hold on one second. Hold on. Yeah. So, Roy, I don't know why you keep on saying I don't have sound because I do have sound. You keep saying that. Hold on, y'all. Okay, now can you hear me, Sonya? Thank you, Crochelle. Yeah, because I do have internet stalkers. I'm telling you. Damn, we trolled you so much that you really muted it. You can hear me, Tanya? Okay. What's up, Tony? Hey, sugar. So if you believe that God said, y'all gonna make us have a damn Bible study. Y'all gonna make me go right onto the Testament and go pull up receipts because y'all playing with me. If you believe that God killed children, what's up, James Baldwin? Because they were teasing the bald head prophet, and then you call it just. Or you think it's okay because a book told you that God said that thing, then you are mentally ill. You have what you call church brain. To be indoctrinated with the Bible as a child is brain damage. You can look all this up. All of this, you can look it up. These are facts. To be indoctrinated, to sit in a church and listen to these awful Bible stories as a child and to come up with the type of injustice and lack of empathy that the Old Testament God had toward those children and cause the bear to unalive those kids because they tease the prophet and then call it just. If you think that that's just, then you have church brain, and basically you're not well. You're not well. So what I've done is I've deconstructed. And it's been lots of years. I'm telling you, it's been like 23 years since the beginning of my deconstruction. 25 now, 25 years, where I go back, just like you do with your childhood, when your parents taught you all kinds of things that were ungodly, and they raised you that way, so you did those things too, because that's how you were raised. It's the same thing with doctrine and church. Those are people, some other people's parents, right? The pastor, the first lady, the administrators, the pastors, the deacons, the apostles, toxic people doing church things, teaching Bible, they themselves, little piece of mentally ill, not understanding that they themselves are basically supporting narcissistic behavior and mental illness and abuse. So the book is full of it. So in order for you to deconstruct, you have to go to the book with a critical look. That means a keen observation, and make everything plain, even though the pastors claim and the book claims that God has said this. It doesn't matter what it says. It only matters with you. What do you think? How do you feel about the prophet maiming and killing the children? The Bible saying that God caused the bear to kill the kids because they picked on the prophet. Or the God of the Bible had Abraham to unalive his son, or attempt to, because he was jealous, and he needed he needed to see evidence that Abraham loved him more than anything and that he would obey him. But the same Bible says God is past, present, and future. He's in everything, everywhere, and he's omniscient. He knows everything. So why would he have to test Abraham? That sounds like a man. That's man's way of testing. I'm going to watch you and observe you and see what you do. But that wouldn't be God's way of testing, because God would know your thoughts before you think them. God is already in the future, so he knew what would happen. But the scripture said that God is doing this. He's testing Abraham because he doesn't know. He wants to see what he'll do in real time, in real life. That is a person. God had nothing to do with that. That's what man thought, therefore he wrote. But in deconstructing from religion, and developing this mental brain and this fortitude that I've developed over time, an indoctrinated Christian does not have the ability to do that because of the indoctrination. And then you might say, well, Cheryl Grabowski, how did you do it? How did you do it? You were indoctrinated. Well, I have courage. I have a strong desire for what's real and what's true. I'm not easily intimidated by a person or a writing. Now, I'm scared of animals. Scared of animals. I am, because I can't communicate with them. But a writing and people, like people's opinions, well, people don't pay my mortgage. And people don't put food on my table. I feed myself. So I don't care what people think. Obviously, I don't care what y'all think. Right? That would be obvious. Not when it comes to this. I have my own personal autonomy. I've been on my own journey. It's my journey to walk. It's my path to walk, not yours. My thing is this: if I can help you on your journey, because religious indoctrination and mind control from church folks is a motherfucker. You can believe that. But some of you guys have really, really never been a church folk. You've never obeyed doctrine, so you don't know what I'm talking about. A lot of you guys probably are just narcissists. So the idea that God forgive you of all the shit that you know that you do that you ain't got no business, and that if he'll forgive you for that and let you go into his heaven so you can contaminate everybody else there because you have not learned how to not be a bad person on this side. So that's what your ass would do on the other side. That resonates with you. I've always had a strong desire for what's true. I don't want no fantasy and I don't want what's fake. I don't like that. So I had no way of knowing, but Spirit knows that once Cheryl get up in the Christian world, then she would see what's real and what's not in people and in literature. And I have done that, and nobody did it but me. Cheryl, that's how I got out, Cheryl. I had courage, and things were not lining up with who God is. And girl, when I tell you, it is the most powerful. Now, you talking about something scary. Now, Tanya, can you remember? Because I remember the moment that I consciousness made that decision, and it was scary. So when I come back this evening, we can talk about it some more, okay? But I gotta go because I gotta go back to work. But kisses and hugs, and I hope y'all still love me because I still love you. And Roy, let me tell you something. It was ordained that you meet this. See, because you like me, Roy. But Roy, let me tell you something. If I would have continued being a Christian, this chapter of my life and this version of Cheryl Grabowski, you would have never got to meet. Because those people took and imprisoned my soul. I'm telling you, it was terrible. So anyway, we'll do part 2 tonight when I see y'all. I hope y'all come back tonight. Kisses and hugs. Thank God for 22 people on the line. Y'all gonna mess around. We gonna do some Bible study. Bye, guys. Love you.